Hey board gamers, BJ from Game Gumbo here, back in the Gumbo pot, this time with another unboxing. We're taking a look at Above and Below, the Haunted Edition. Let's get right to the table and see what's inside this box. One of my son's favorite games of all time, Above and Below, the original edition. In fact, he was telling me the other day, why haven't they made a legacy version, Dad? And he's right. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But instead of a legacy version, we've got Haunted. This is going to be one of the Envoy splashes for February. So check at your local friendly game store to see what splashes will be going on. You'll get a free demo of the game. And if you like it, you can purchase it right there from your game store. I'll be doing those in the Acadiana area. And I'll probably also have this at Southern Board Game Fest if you want to check out the game itself. I usually like to bring a Red Raven game. Last year, we did Creature Caravans almost all weekend. So maybe Above and Below Haunted will be the Red Ravens games that we're going to feature at Southern Board Game Fest. So let's get right to that inside the box. So the front cover, it's that hand-painted art that we absolutely love from Ryan Laukat. The original Above and Below was interesting because it melded a little bit of story along with the Euro game. And he took it to the next level with Near and Far, and then again with Sleeping Gods, and Now and Never, and all those things. But Above and Below, for whatever reason, just captured both of my sons. They love the storyline in there. They love building out the town, and then also, going down into the caverns and seeing what happens with the Glogo and all the other things. All right, so this is the gorgeous front cover. This is the back. As you can see, already we can see a lot of the same symbols that we saw from the regular Above and Below, but we're back into the hometown. It's getting crowded, and now we've got ghosts that are coming in, as you can see over here in this corner. So, designed by Ryan Laukat, of course, with lots of different writers. Alf Siegert, Brenda Asplund, Mallory Laukat, that's Ryan's wife. That is all the people that you'll recognize from the work in Sleeping Gods and other games. So, let's get inside this box. We've got the storybook. I am not going to spoil that, of course. But what happens with Above and Below, just like with Near and Far, you'll encounter these different events that happen. You go down and they're sort of like challenges that you have to overcome. But you'll have a brief description that kind of gives you a hint as to what you're going to do. And then you've got to meet that challenge, usually with dice. It's been a while since I played Above and Below, so it's going to be nice to go back through this rule book. And of course, one of the wonderful things about the rule books from from Red Raven Games, is you get just great Ryan Laukat art all the way through. And I love the way that they outline all the different elements of the game. You know exactly what they're talking about with all the different pieces. We've got the setup of the game here, visually represented with numbers. That's a great way to do it. How to play the game. A little description of the player boards. I'm wondering how much, we have, over the years, we've collected extra sets of different little cards for the characters, in other words. I wonder how much of these will still play with this. This is a standalone expansion, so it's supposed to, but does it work with the original one? I'll have to look. It's got all the different things, what to do at the end of the round, so you got all the upkeep. Let's see how the game ends. There are some special villagers. Oh, this is nice. A little reference guide to all the different symbols in the game. There's definitely some new things here that I'm seeing. And all the different types of actions that you can take. And then a handy dandy cheat sheet on the back for the player actions, the free actions, and what to do at the end of the round, along with an index. I love these rule books. Great job there. Really enjoy that. Okay, so we got the player boards. I'm guessing what it looks like, if I remember right. Oh, why didn't I grab my knife? Right. Sealed pretty tight there. See, we've got more artwork. I'm guessing that's one of the boards. Yeah, that'll be where I guess we'll be purchasing the different things. And these are the 4-player boards, each with the 4 different colors of factions. All right. Got that little swampy scene with the lily pads and the fire red trees, with some hints of some outcroppings in the background. And then our tracker for I'm assuming money, I guess. Been a while. I'll have to look at it. Okay. And now we got the punch board. Let's see how much punch board we have. We've got 3 pretty thick boards here. And I usually like to just test them out and see. We've got a couple of things that are already falling out. So it's, yeah, you can tell these are punching out pretty slick, pretty easily. So, and we've got all the usual cast of characters: bushy beard, mustache guy, frog guy, another type of frog guy, lady with a lizard on her head. We always see the bandana guy, pink hair, mystic looking person. And there's the boar guy that we've seen. We've actually seen a couple of these. I mean, I recognize these characters from other adventures. Oh, there's a crocodile looking guy, alligator guy. Okay. Lots and lots of different characters here. And then all the different resources along with the money. And I've never seen this before, boats with dice on them, so we'll have to check those out. But yeah, I don't even have to punch these out for you. They punched out without me even trying. So these are punching nice and clean. Excellent production. Oh, that's good. I like these. Got the different symbols for building things, and I don't remember exactly what the feather is. It's been a while. And a new symbol that looks like a paw print. Let's check that out. Okay. Comes with extra bags. That's nice. Oh, there's. Look, talk about easy to punch out, huh? Look at that. I mean, this is just very. Comes out without even trying. All right, we got a lot of wood in here, so let's check that out. Again, Southern Board Game Fest coming up March 20th through the 22nd in beautiful downtown Lafayette. We've got tons of play-to-wins, lots of guided playthroughs. You never know. Maybe I'll add this one. We'll see. I'll be doing Vantage for sure, but I will definitely have this game with me if you want to try it out. But you never know. Maybe I could add it to scheduled playthrough if there's room. Downtown Convention Center. Great facility right there downtown, so we're close to all the different food places. But all during the month of February, through the work with Envoy Heralds like myself will be going to all the different friendly local game stores around the country. There's usually between 80 to 120 game stores that are covered. I will definitely be at an advertised one, and that'll probably be at Anubis Game and Hobby, and that's our main game store. But on Sunday afternoons, a lot of times I go to the new one, Level 1, because they're open later. And then I might do a weekly one over with our friends at Sanctuary Games. That's Dan, our good buddy Dan. He doesn't have a normal board gaming night, but there is one night that's kind of a little bit slower because he's a big comic and card games. So maybe I'm going to try to do some, I really like Red Ribbon Games. And so I never have trouble when I post Envoy splashes for their newest games. Usually people come by. So let's take a look at that cardboard. We've got the ghosts, and that's the main feature of Above and Below Haunted. We're going to be dealing with all these scary ghosts that are haunting our cute little village. These are big, chunky wooden pieces. I like that. And they're already screen printed with little silver touches. That's nice. It wouldn't be a game from Red Raven without dice. And let's see, these look a little different. Yeah, these are. It's a little bigger and a little squarer than I'm used to. And they've got bright red indentions. Yep, nice. And of course, cubes. Again, a little bigger than I kind of remember. But we've got lots of cubes in all the different player colors. So what they're for, I'm going to have to discover just like you. I didn't say. This game takes, it's for 1 to 4 players, if I remember right. Or 2 to 4 players, and it takes from 60 to 90 minutes. The stories are short. It's not like really long adventures or anything. It says 2 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes. Yep. And then we've got 3 packs of cards. So let me see how easy these are going to be to pop out. I didn't mention if you want to get your tickets for Southern Game Fest, SOBO as we call it. It's southerngamefest.com. Easy to remember. So southerngamefest.com. All right. So we've got gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous artwork. A little lamp on there with the... So the houses in this village are all on stilts because of the swampy water. And then... Let's see. These are all in order, so I'm wondering if this is like different types of power-ups you can get for your board. Now we've got different cards that have numbers on them, and I'm assuming that these will probably refer to the storybook locations. Then we've got different buildings that you can build with all the items that can come back in. Some of these get pretty expensive. So, but you can see this is all hand painted artwork from Ryan Laukat, and they're different. They have things in them, boats, buildings, all kind of different things. So more buildings, and these little beds show you how many adventures you can have, if I remember right. Oh, these are just gorgeous little buildings, a little smoke coming out there with a sign. Little house on stilts. I'm not familiar with it. This is some new iconography and new resources, so it's gonna be interesting. Some special powers on some of these buildings. Look at these. Oh, now we get to some fancy buildings. It's like a fish, like a sushi place, almost. This one looks like a rocket ship almost. Some fanciful buildings. This one has a little bit of the structure on top and a little bit of the structure on the bottom. These are kind of just like basic ones, like tiny little tents, smaller boats, and a big fish house. A cat house. Interesting. All right, so that's an inside look at what you get inside Above and Below Haunted. I don't know how to play it yet, but I'm going to learn as soon as I can. In fact, I already talked to Matt. It sounds like he wants to try to get a little test run in this weekend. So we'll get this thing played. I'll get a video out with my thoughts. I like to do these videos where if I catch some rules that are a little bit unclear, maybe from the rule book, or that just don't quite make sense the first time you play, I'll try to get that out too. But be sure to look for the splashes. That'll be game demos that all the Envoy Heralds will be doing all through the month of February. I'll post about it on social media. I'll have those videos up. And of course, get your tickets to Southern Board Game Fest, southerngamefest.com, where you can maybe catch me and see about playing a game with me on this Above and Below and Haunted. But until next time, les bon temps roulés.